Okay, so I had a major revelation this weekend when I was supposed to be on vacation in Joshua Tree. This has to do with the national parks, but it has to do with so much more. So we went to Joshua Tree, and of course, like everyone, I am aware that their staff has just been slashed, as has the staff at every single national park across the country. Over 1,000 people fired, another 5,000 not hired who were supposed to be hired, more fired in the National Forest Service. Really catastrophic cuts, right? So we went to Joshua Tree. We drive in there the first day. The line is significantly longer than I've ever seen it before. And when we finally get up to the front, I asked the woman, "Are you guys short-staffed?" And she said, "Yeah, we've had our staff cut by 30%. It is dire. And when you drive into that park and you look around at all that beauty, all I could think was that in another few months, this is going to be trashed. This is going to be trashed. The National Park Service was already underfunded and short-staffed, which already really makes no sense at all. Like, they should be getting more money. The National Park Service brings in about $55 billion a year, and it costs a fraction of that to run it. I actually looked it up. It is less than 1/15 of 1% of the federal budget to run the National Park Services, and they're profitable. They bring in money. They bring money to the communities around them. They are a hugely good thing for everybody who lives in the area. And yet what is happening is that there won't be anyone to take out the garbage in these parks. There won't be anybody to make sure that the restrooms are clean. If you get stuck on a trail and your life is in danger, there may not be someone to come help you. If you get injured, there may not be someone to come transport you to a place where you can receive medical assistance. There may not be someone to stop a fire that starts. But here's the thing, is that what they're doing at the National Park Service doesn't make sense from a fiscal perspective. As I said, these parks bring in more money than they cost to run by a large factor. So what is the reason? Why are they doing this? Well, it's the same reason that DOGE is doing everything it's doing. It's not about saving money, and we know this. They're not actually saving very much money at all. But what they are doing is wrecking. And they're wrecking with a very specific purpose. If they can make the national parks seem like they're unmanageable and they've failed at running these, it's a disaster here, then guess what they get to do? They get to privatize them. They get to sell that land off for oil and gas drilling, for timber clearance, for land developers. Trump wants to build his freedom cities on national park land. And suddenly these parks that have been an inheritance of ours for decades and decades and decades, they will be gone. And once they're gone, we'll never get them back. The same is true with Social Security. It's true with Medicare, Medicaid, everything else we have come to take for granted. They're gutting it from the inside so they can wreck it and say, "This sucks. The government's failed at running this. We need to privatize it." And it's all a grift to make more money for Trump and his cronies and the robber barons who funded his presidency and are now populating his cabinet. We have a very broken country and a broken government, but we had some good things. We had spectacular national parks, hundreds of them. We had Social Security, which is the greatest anti-poverty legislation we have in this country. We had Medicare. We had Medicaid. Don't take for granted that we will get to keep any of that stuff, because the first step is to gut the funding. The second step is to let those things fall apart for lack of care. And the third part is to say, privatize them. Let JP Morgan buy it. They'll run it better. Let this hedge fund buy it. And suddenly, you guys, everything we have taken for granted as our entitlement, our legacy, our earned benefits in this country will be gone. And Donald Trump and Elon Musk and all the little teenage boys who are running DOGE will be laughing all the way to the bank. This is not a drill. Pay attention, show up in the streets, start an economic boycott. We've got to fight this, because I, for one, do not want to make this weekend's trip my last trip to that very beautiful place. And I hope you don't either. There are a lot of things worth fighting for in this country, and Trump and DOGE are coming for all of them. Fight back.